Hello, everyone. Welcome to. Hello.
Uh-oh. That's not a good feeling. Cut by the cord. I've actually walked through. I'm so short, I never have to worry about doorways, but, occasionally I've got the guitar on my back, and I've done one of those, whoa!
Oh, I think I've got enough cords.
Okay.
We'll run with what we got.
Good.
So, welcome to the 2A Straight Coffee House. I've been doing this for a moment. This is our 53rd year in this room.
Woo! Amazing. Yeah, that deserves some applause, don't you think?
53 years, 52 Fridays. You do the math. Spend a moment. My name is John. I'm your host. We are hybrid again tonight. There's a camera in the box on the ceiling. It only sees the stage, mostly. So you could either be here live like you are, you could be home in your pajamas watching the live stream. Or you could tune in tomorrow and watch it again because we archive everything.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's no reason not to enjoy. We are a hardcore listening room. My bouncer forgot the hook again tonight, but you get one play from me, and then you're out. As opposed to the bar where nobody really cares about the music. So, yeah.
Played that one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So tonight, we have manning the sound is Tim. The sound, the camera, whatever. Jennifer's got the concession. And my name is John. Or Bob. There's a lady here who calls me Bob. Tonight, we have the amazing Katie Oates here, and she brought friends. I'll let her introduce those guys. There are flyers on the tables that will give you an idea of what's going on here in the next few weeks or months. Other than that, Katie, are you ready?
We're ready.
Okay, go for it.
All right. It's wonderful to be here. Thanks so much for having us.
Well, I'm late for work, the car won't start, the rent's past due, my phone is fried, paid my bills with a bad bank card, now the power's off, I've lost my pride. Only one thing left to do. Go on laughing through my tears, yes, laughing away my fears. 'Cause when I'm down so far and I feel so low, that's when up's the only place to go. I'll go on laughing, yes, laughing away my tears. Ba-da-da-da-do. Well, my old man stumbled in late last night, smelling like beer and sweet perfume. He said he works too hard, his life ain't right. I bring him down, he needs more room. Only one thing left to do. but I won't waste time crying, 'cause there ain't always tomorrow. So I'll go on away my tears. Ba-da-da-da-do. Ba-da-da-da-do. Ba-da-da-da-do.
Thank you so much. I was in Nashville a few weeks ago, and man, that city is overrun with tourists. Oh my gosh. And every single one of them is wearing a cowboy hat and like whooping and hollering at the top of their lungs. And like they also travel around these packs of like open, vehicles, and it's like, bachelorette parties and bachelor parties. And I was rather stunned, I must say. I have to say, my parents lived in Montana for many years, and so I've actually met real cowboys, and they do not resemble these people in any way. Real cowboys are a little bit taciturn, I must tell you. I worked at a ranch in Montana many years ago, and we, very first Friday we were there, we rode all the horses up to a ridge, and we had a cookout, and then, there's the fire, and you're going to sing around the fire, and we were all gathered around, and there was this cowboy, and that hat had just been low on his head the whole time. I hadn't heard him say a thing. And he just looks up right before we start singing, and he says, "Anybody sings Home on the Range, and I'm taking you out." That's what he said. I didn't even hum Home on the Range in the shower in my own room that whole summer. I'm not even sure I've even sung it since. So this next song is not about the Montana cowboys. It's more about those Texas cowboys, or the folks who are running around Nashville wearing those hats. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh dear girl, I can see you've been done wrong. That smooth talker, well, he strung you along. Let me guess, he liked your eyes. Or maybe it was your hair. Yeah, he said he took one look, fell right out of his chair. Oh, girl, he took you to Texas. You were innocent, wide-eyed. He took you to Texas. Ooh, that boy, he up and lied. Ever been to a western rodeo? Seen a cowboy on a bucking bronco? Round and round they will go. Oh, they put on quite a show. Oh, those boys, they like the chase. And they'll tell you to your face, ain't nothing that moves that I can't lie. So, girl, he took you to Texas. You got calf roped and tied. He took you to Texas. You got taken for a ride. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Texas. You got taken for a ride. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, girl.
Thank you so much. I lived in Charlotte for many years, and I had the good fortune to live about a block and a half away from Cy Khan, who is a pretty legendary folk singer, if you're not familiar with him. Grassroots organizer. We did a lot of projects together, and really, he's just been a wonderful friend and mentor. And in 2019, he asked me if I would do a CD of his songs. And if y'all know Cy has written a few songs. He's been recording for 50 years. And he said I could do any of the ones he's recorded, or he had a whole bunch of songs that were unrecorded. And so I was trying to work my way through them, but I'm writing, I'm gigging, I'm everything. But I don't know if you noticed that date. Then it came March of 2020, and all of a sudden I had all the time in the world to listen to Cy's entire catalog. So I looked through. I listened to so many songs, and this next one that I chose, I really loved. He'd actually recorded it before. It was in the 80s. It was a double CD with John McCutcheon. And I love this song. It's called By the Side of the Road. And I loved it because he took the traditional ballad and kind of flipped it on its head. And in the old ballad traditions, the ballads were really a way of translating news. And a lot of the news seemed to be about men having to, it's just tragic. They had to kill their mistress because, she got pregnant and it was awful, and now they're all just broken up about it. I mean, you listen to these old stories, you're like tapping along this bluegrass stuff, and you start to listen to the words, you're like, this is actually awful. Somebody just got drowned in a river. So Cy flipped it around, and he had the women getting their revenge. So this one's By the Side of the Road.
He came riding in his carriage, horses stepping high. I'd never seen such horses in my life. He took me out a riding, said he'd take me for his wife. And we stopped in the heat of the day by the side of the road. By the side of the road, all things are hidden. By the side of the road, who knows what lies where the briars and brambles grow, where the dark swamp waters flow. Only God knows what goes on by the side of the road. I was standing at my window as he slowly rode away. I'd sent him off to town to buy a plow. I watched a tall, dark woman, I can see her even now, slip off through the fields to the side of the road. By the side of the road, all things are hidden. By the side of the road, who knows what lies where the briars and brambles grow, where the dark swamp waters flow. Only God knows what goes on by the side of the road. the side of the road. All things you did by the side of the road. Who knows what lies where the briars and brambles grow, where the dark swamp waters flow. Only God knows what goes on by the side. Only God knows what goes on by the side of the road.
Thank you so much. I could use just a little bit more vocal, if you don't mind. Want to introduce the bandmates here. This is Parker Foley over here on the bass. Yeah, this beautiful bass here kind of upstages me sometimes, so we had to like push Parker off to the corner a little bit up here. This is Matthew Tully over here on the percussion. And I've got my good friend Shelley Spell, who's is back there in the back. She's come along and she's my roadie on this trip. So thank you, Shelley. So I'm Katie Oates. I'm hoping it's on a flyer somewhere, but yeah, just in case you forgot. You were like meant to be in the trivia and you walked into here instead. So I want to do, every good folk singer needs a murder ballad. So let's start with some murder. So I wanted to do my murder ballad for you, and this one was inspired by a story I heard about the tango. There is a neighborhood in Buenos Aires called La Boca, and it's the port. Boca means mouth, so literally the mouth of the port right there. And there was this time when Argentina had sent out this call and said, hey, come in, we want more workers, we'll give you jobs and places to live, and it's gonna be great, everybody come. Well, you can imagine what happened. They came, and there were no jobs, there was no places to live, and all these people were stuck in this port. And many came from many different countries, they didn't speak the same language, and apparently knife fights broke out quite regularly, and then they became kind of a source of entertainment. So there's the daily knife fight, and everybody gathered around. As the story goes, some Frenchman saw this knife fight and thought to himself, that would make a great dance. So he turned it into the tango with a man and a woman made it a dance. That was the story I heard there in Buenos Aires, right there in La Boca. But even if it's not true, it is a believable story because the tango really does look like a fight. I took just a few lessons, and most of them involve crossing your leg over the other person. You literally feel like you're trying to trip the other person. So it really is kind of a little bit of a fight, and there really is a thin line between love and hate, isn't there? Here's tango.
Facing off for one final thrill. It's a deadly dance with no way to win. Follow or lead, no difference in the end. Take me down, take me down. You ain't coming back. So spin and spin, drawing tighter me down, take me down. I ain't coming back no more. Take me down, take me down. You ain't coming back no more. Whoo, whoo. Yeah, they all died. Oh, goodness me. Well, we are going to get a little more optimistic, I promise you. Where am I? What's that? Yeah, thank you. So I was telling you, I lived in Charlotte for many years. But during the pandemic, in fact, my husband and I moved up to Asheville, North Carolina. And man, we love it there. There are the mountains, the food, the music scene. It's just a beautiful place to live. So we are so happy there. But there are folks in Chicago, and no, well, not Chicago. I'm sure some people in Chicago think, why would you want to live there? But folks in Charlotte, where we lived, a little bit skeptical of that. My husband ran into one of his coworkers and told him that he'd moved to Asheville, and he said, yeah, I went up to Asheville once. And I was walking down in that main downtown area, and I came across a man wearing nothing but a diaper leading a goat around town. Yeah. And I thought to myself, this place is not for me. And my husband looked at him and he said, well, that's funny, because that's exactly why we like it. So this next song is for that man wearing only a diaper, leading a goat around downtown Asheville. The years are short, but the days are long. Nothing seems to change, but all I knew is gone. Don't get no respect, and I'm feeling so old, sick with regret, shut out in the cold. Oh, I tried to be good, doing what I should, but I may lose all I got, doing what I should not. Oh, trouble, I hear you calling my name. Trouble, I know why you came. Oh, trouble, please walk on by my door. Trouble, don't you come round here no more. Well, there ain't no way to win, starting the game halfway in. How can you judge me so hard when you hold all of the cards? I tried to be good, doing what I should, but I may lose all I got, doing what I should not. Oh, trouble, I hear you calling my name. Trouble, I know why you came. Don't you come round here no more.
I have a cousin here tonight, Doug Heiler. I am so delighted that he's here. We have not gotten to see each other very much over our adult lives. But when we were in high school, you might have been a little bit younger. We did get to spend a good bit of time together. And Doug and I have a lot in common, but particularly our love of music. And we loved music theater. I don't know if you were with me that first time I got to see. No, you weren't with me when I got to see Annie. But we were not far from New York, so we would take trips into New York. But mostly what I really remember is we would just stand there, and I would be playing the piano, and Doug played flute, and we would sing together, and it was just a lovely, lovely bonding experience. So I'm really delighted to get to have him here tonight. I'm not sure you've heard me sing in a long time. So I want to dedicate this next one to you, Doug. It really, when I'm late, I came late to the songwriting thing, but I've been a singer my whole life. I sang in musicals, and I'm classically trained, so I used to sing all the big arias and sing church music, gospel, jazz, and clubs, just kind of you name it. And so I constantly frustrate the critics. They're like, but what's your genre? I'm sorry, I like a lot of music. So this next one, it really does have kind of an overtone of music theater. And I think, I always love that moment in a play or a musical when, all hope is lost, and the heroine and everything's going wrong, and you think, oh no. And then there's this moment where the heroine or the hero stands on the stage and they sing about hope. And everybody kind of rallies around, and then everything works out. And I think I'm very old-fashioned that way, because I really do want things to work out if we just rally together. If only love can find a way for us.
It's a dandelion in the cracked sidewalk, slash of green on a charred hillside, fading shadows from a sleepless night, the weightlessness of the warm sunlight. Love will find a way. Love will find a way. In the dark of night, when all hope is gone, love will go on. It's a minor chord as it cracks your heart, call of geese in an empty sky, the wind's caress as it strokes your skin, forgotten notes of a lullaby. Love will find a way. Love will find a way. In the dark of night, when all hope is gone, love will go on, and will renew with or without you. It's Matthew Tully. one soft-petal clinging to the vine, the leaf that twirls and spins to the ground. Honeysuckle blooms at summer's end, a burst of color as the sun slips down. Love will find a way. Love will find a way. In the dark of night when all hope is gone, love will go on. Love will go on. Love will go So a lot of these songs have been off the new album, and which I did bring here. You could buy it for a coaster. No. They make very nice wall decorations. Yeah. This next one's called Reason Enough, and it's actually the first song I wrote after kind of a songwriting drought. Kind of got discouraged. You know, we've got all these ways of communicating with each other, and we seem to be getting worse and worse at it, and get more and more angry with each other, and the world just feels really scary out there right now. And I sometimes need to just look to nature to be consoled. And I go out and I look at the stars and, you know, the galaxies out there, and it just goes on and on. And then I just look around me at the littlest things, you know, like the ants working on a little colony. And I think about all the things that are out there that are so tiny that I don't even realize are there. And I feel a part of it all, and it encourages me, and it helps me to keep going. It gives me reason enough. There's a bird on a branch by my window, trilling a tune as if for me. Old as the rocks in the meadow, young as the nest in the tree. She's calling, calling from the top of the tree, looking down at it all. She's calling, calling. Life is so big and so very small. A flash of a ring she took to the sky. All I could hear were cars passing by. The eggs in her nest held the promise of spring, reason enough to see. She's calling, calling from the top of the tree, looking down at it all. She's calling, calling. Life is so big and so very small. Last time we spoke, fearful in your own soliloquy. The world you saw is one I don't know. You were lost in the dark, far from me. she's calling, calling from the top of the tree, looking down at it all. She's calling, calling. Life is so big and so very small. Life is so big and so very small.
Yes. Okay. We've got. I'm going to do one more song, and then we will do. We'll do a break, and we'll be back with another set. This next song is was written by a good friend of mine and mentored also. Her name's Sally Barris, and she's a Nashville singer-songwriter. She has been around for a long time. She's written songs for so many artists, Grammy-nominated. But she has become just a great friend of mine, and she really taught me the craft of songwriting, and I'm so indebted to her. We're up here in Chicago for 3 gigs, and then we're going back through Nashville for a gig, and she's going to come to that gig in Nashville. So I thought I'd do her the honor of covering one of her songs. So this one is by Sally Barris, and it's called "Then There Was You," and this is the last song in this set.
One day longing for rain, then it won't stop falling. One night longing for love, then a man comes calling. What makes it happen? What makes it change? What moves the mountain, rolls the stone away? I don't know. All I know is one day I couldn't find a way to make a wish come true. Then there was you. Then there was you. One day planted a seed, now your garden's growing. One night there's nothing you feel, now your heart's wide open. What makes it happen? What makes it change? What moves the mountain, rolls the stone away? I don't know. All I know is one day I couldn't find a way to make a wish come true. Then there was you. We all sing along with. Then there was you. Keep going. Then there was you. There was you. What makes it happen? What makes it change? What moves a mountain, rolls a stone away? I don't know. All I know is one day I couldn't find a way to make a wish come true. Then there was you. Sing along.
Okay, everyone, we'll take a short break. Washrooms out the door and to your left. I never start when there's a line for the washroom, but more importantly, Katie brought merch.
That's
It's up on the counter and she wouldn't mind leaving it here with you. So take a look and see what you can buy from her. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. That's There you go.
Another 5 inches, you're out.
It was close.
No, I only played the clarinet poorly. Very poorly. It's fun to watch.
Yeah. Oh boy, Katie.
I'm good. How are you? Dan.
I must tell you,
Sam.
coming here since
Are they both in college?
I've never seen
Yeah, it's also a little bit different, but we wanted to add that. Well, I mean, there's church sometimes there's some more side of what bass do I have? Yeah, I have a really old Yamaha. It's about 40 years old, but it still works.
I like the Thunder Ultra.
Okay. Show stopped, closed the curtain, and Santino Fontana came out dressed as Tootsie and Q&A with the audience while they figured there was a hole in the floor that didn't close. So he comes out right in character,
I got a video.
and in character, asking questions of the audience.
I got a couple of them.
Where should we go to get pizza?
No, he was in character, but girlfriend
Have prices.
Yeah, and so it's a whole lot of Italy and stuff. France, my other
So it's more,
oh yeah, you know, I mean, I don't know what they do. I mean, once they get to a certain size. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, actually, I'm just about to leave for, when I
Okay, we're gonna get started for our second set. But I have a few announcements. So while you guys are tuning up and doing your thing, I'll do my announcements. Next week, same place, on the 24th, we have the Hogmeyers. They play here before. They are two people, and they are fantastic. So that'll be tomorrow, or next Friday. Tomorrow, in this room, 2 to 4 in the afternoon, a sing-around. You can bring your ears. You can bring your voice. You can bring an instrument. You can just come and hang out. 2 to 4 in this room. And then immediately thereafter, you'll go down to Hinsdale and go to the Acoustic Renaissance concert down in Hinsdale at the Unitarian Church. 2 fantastic performers, Joe Jenks and Deidre McCullough.
I know both of them.
Yeah, they both have been on that stage. And they both went on wonderful, wonderful shows. But if you're not there, then you want to be tuning into WFMT, right?
That's right. That's right.
WFMT,
At 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. You know why? These guys are playing there. And then I think on Sunday you've got one more gig?
We do, up in Lake County, up in Grays Lake.
Grays Lake. Okay, so there's no reason not to get your fill of their music. Jennifer, have I missed anything? Oh, good. She's my sounding board. So if you guys are ready,
We
or
are.
more or less ready, I'm going to step away.
I do want to thank Jennifer and John and Tim, all the folks here. You know, they keep it going. So can we just give them a hand? Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. Ready?
I heard that storm was a mile away, so I lingered long over one last call. Took one strike to fell that old tree. If I'd have been at home, it would have felled me. Just a wink or a stare or a drink and a dare. Oh, one step, maybe 2 steps from disaster. Saw him coming half a mile away with the slick back hair. That's the devil may care. His missing ring revealed a mountain, but when he flashed that smile, whew, down I went. Just a wink or a stare or a drink and a dare. Oh, one step, maybe 2 steps from disaster. Do
would love to do a little bit of a sing-along, if y'all don't mind. I think there is just really something special about singing together. So I will teach you this song. I did want to tell you first about this story about my Nana, my beloved Nana. She used to just sing all these old hymns with my grandfather. My grandfather died many years ago. My grandmother lived into her late 90s. And she did have dementia over those last few years, so she really didn't know anybody, but she was still that lovely, just light and beautiful, loving person that she always had been. And the last time I saw her, I went to a nursing home, and I brought with me, I printed out a bunch of the old hymns, and I printed out all those verses, because, you know, you get past the first verse, and it's like, how did that go again? And so I had all these sheets of paper, and I was trying to lean over her bed, and as soon as I started singing, she looked up at me, she started singing right along with me. Knew every single word. And we got into the second and the third verses, and I was making all these mistakes and looking down and trying to find my paper. She was right on, knew every single word. And it was just this beautiful moment. She's just looking right in my eyes, and it just was so special. And so I hope we could just share this little moment together of just singing together, and don't worry about how you sound or whether you're getting the right notes or the right words, just sing along. So here, and it's a song about family that we can all relate to, either the family that you're born in or the family that you made. So this is blood of my blood, heart of my heart, no distance will keep us apart, from the mountains so high to the valleys so low, I am with you wherever you go. And here's the melody. So, blood of my blood, heart of my heart, no distance can keep us apart, from the mountains so high to the valley so low, I am with you wherever you go. I am with you wherever you go. So we're going to start with that, and we'll come back to it several times, so you got several chances to just muddle your way through. And Parker and Matt are going to be singing it with you. Blood of my blood, heart of my heart, no distance can keep us apart, from the mountains so high to the valley so low, I am with you wherever you go. I am with you wherever you go. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Your newborn fist curled round my thumb, gripped as tightly on school's first day. Oh, I held your hand through trials lost and won, then gently let go when you moved away. Blood of my blood, heart of my heart, no distance can keep us apart, from the mountains so high to the valley so low, I am with you wherever you go.
mountain so high to the valley so low. I am with you wherever you go. I'm with you wherever you go.
That's lovely. Thank you. That's a gift. So, my family's been through a whole lot of changes in the past few years. My children have graduated college and they've moved out, and they're trying to make their way and find homes. And we forget how hard those 20s are. But it's also hard. My parents moved across. I told you they lived in Montana, but they moved across the country in 2019 and are now in East Tennessee, not far from where I live, which is lovely. But that change was so traumatic. And then my husband and I sold our home where we raised our children, and so we've all been through these big changes. And I really wanted to write a song about that liminal space in between when you've given up everything that you said you were going to leave behind, but you haven't quite gotten to that new place yet. And so you're walking around in that empty apartment, or you're driving, or God help you, you're in an airplane crammed in with a bunch of strangers, and you're thinking, what was I thinking, And but you get there, you forge ahead, and just that bravery of enduring change I wanted to write. So this one's called Up in the Air, and this one is on the new CD. Whoop, we need one more capo. Oops. It's the cute little partial one.
One last look at empty walls, footsteps
I have a terrible sense of direction. I can't really tell east from west. I do understand the concept. I understand that the sun comes up in the east, the sun goes down in the west. But when I'm driving on the interstate and there's that, are you going east or west? I kind of do this little panic deer in headlights thing. Where am I going? Where am I going? And thank goodness we all have GPS now, so I have to carefully look at that GPS. It says west. There's a W and W match. Yeah, there we go. We're fine. But before all the GPS stuff, you had to actually follow maps, or I don't know, maybe your common sense. And the most notorious story to tell on myself is that when I was dating my to-be husband in college, we got really pretty serious, and he wanted me to come and visit his family in Nashville. Well, actually, it was south of Nashville. And I was in Atlanta, and so I met him up in Nashville, and we drove down to his family home, and it was one of these, beautiful homes, and he had 2 older brothers who were really tight and close in age, and 2 twin sisters who just sat there and stared at me. They were like 15. Oh gosh. And to make matters worse, and I kid you not, the house caught on fire. They burned something in the fireplace, and they had a cedar shingle roof, and the roof caught on fire. Unfortunately, Dan's older brother was coming home that night and saw the fire, so they called the fire department. Everything was fine. It was just really a little bit was burned. But they wouldn't let us stay the night in the house. So I got shipped off to a neighbor's house with the twin sisters, who really didn't like me very much. They just stared at me the whole night and didn't say anything to me. And so the next morning, I was so ready to get on the road. And then my husband was talking marriage, and I was like, I'm a senior in college. Why are you talking marriage? I was like, get me out of here. And so he wrote down directions. And I will say he wrote down all the little cities that I would go through. There's 64, it's the highway that goes across Tennessee. I was going to go over, hit Chattanooga, and drop on down to Atlanta, and he wrote all the cities, but he did write, get on 64 West. So I very carefully, I know, most people would think that's not where you're going to go, but I got on 64 West, and I put in a little CD, a book of tapes, and I was just lost in my little CD world, and I just drove, and I drove, and I drove. 3 hours I drove on 64. And I was listening to this tape, and all of a sudden, that light was just, it was getting in my eyes. And I was like, why is the light getting in my eyes when I'm headed to Atlanta? So that's when it dawned on me. So I called home. First of all, I had to find a payphone. I had to pull off in the middle of, nowhere. And I called home my grandfather, who actually lived in West Tennessee and probably was born not many miles from where I was. Answered the phone, and I said, Granddaddy, I don't know what to do. I drove 3 hours in the wrong direction. What do I do? And he said, well, honey, turn the car around and come on home. So that's what I did. I did not have the nerve to stop in that town. Man, I gunned it through the town as I was coming back through. I was like, I am not stopping. And I always wanted to write a song about that, but it turns out it's really not very interesting to write about a clueless woman who can't tell where she's going. So I wrote a song. I made it a breakup song and a get back together song, but you know the real story. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Said goodbye to my baby and walked right out the door. Headed 3 hours east to Chattanooga on 64. But when that sunset hit my eyes, well, that sign from Memphis was a big surprise. Sometimes the wrong place is where you find yourself some grace. Nothing else to do, so I turned myself around. Burned another 3 hours traveling the same ground. Then I was back at baby's door. It'd been a full day's drive to where I was before. Sometimes the wrong place is where you find yourself some grace. I ain't saying I was wrong, I ain't saying my baby was right.
got about 3 more songs for you. I'd love to do a Mary Chapin Carpenter song for you. She's just been a long time hero of mine. And this song, I've just known it for ages, and it has just never left my heart, and it just feels even more relevant today.
Well, no, it ain't been roses, baby. Lately it's just been thorns. And no matter what we do, nothing seems to change. Love has always been my shelter. For you it's been a storm. But for a while I thought we'd almost beat the rain. Now there's a hole here in my pocket where all my dreams have gone, falling out like so many nickels and dimes. And last of all, you've always been my good luck charm. Should have known that luck's a waste of time. 'Cause it won't bring you love if you don't love. And it won't bring you time if you ain't got time. And it won't bring you strength if you ain't strong. And it won't bring you kindness if you ain't kind. Now there's a whole lot of life to be unsure of, but there's one thing I can safely say I know. Of all the things to finally desert us, pride is always the last thing to go. But it won't bring you love if you don't love. And it won't bring you time if you ain't got time. And it won't bring you strength if you ain't strong. And it won't bring you kindness if you ain't kind. That's Matthew Tully. Now I wish you only roses without the thorns. And I hope your dreams are always within reach. And I wish you shelter from all your storms. They scared you, but they never seemed to teach that I can't bring you love if you don't love. And I can't bring you time if you ain't got that time. And I can't bring you strength, baby, if you ain't strong. And I can't bring you kindness if you ain't kind. Oh, I can't bring you kindness if you ain't kind.
I want to sing the title song to my new CD. It's called Edge of a Hurricane, which kind of speaks for itself, I suppose, because times are scary and it feels like hate and the horrible things that we humans can do to each other are winning. So here's what I want to offer to you, and this is my gift to you tonight. The sky is dark and gray. A storm is coming, dear. I wouldn't blame you if you ran away from here. But we can't control the weather. We face the storm together and make a shelter for each other from the cold. Though I have no gift to offer, no promise for tomorrow, I will sing this song as a blessing to your soul. I wish you peace here in the rain, standing on the edge of a hurricane. I wish you hope when all around you is despair. When you reach the end of your day with nothing left to say, I wish you love. I wish you love. I wish you peace. I wish you hope. I wish you love. Nobody can tell how your story ends, or how the road will twist and bend. But as you stand there, heart in your hands, here is my prayer. I wish you peace here in the rain, standing on the edge of a hurricane. I wish you hope when all around you is despair. When you reach the end of your day with nothing left to say, I wish you love. I wish you love. I wish you peace. I wish you hope. I wish you love. I wish you peace. I wish you hope. I wish you love. Thank you so much. We've got one more song for you. Really appreciate y'all having us. Thanks again to all of you and to the folks at Two-Way Street for all that you do for the music community. We've had a great time. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. I wanna live in a song
yet another remarkable night here in the coffee house. These guys, we haven't had drums for a while.
I did see the suspicious looks. Yes.
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
what can I say?
We love him. We love
It
Matt.
does enhance. So anyway. No one gets out of this coffee house without an encore.
All right.
53 years.
That's a record.
Do we, just by chance.
Yes.
How about to have one more?
Okay. We will do one
Okay.
more. All right.
Take it away.
Keep on talking. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You flash your power suit, launch your stacks of gold. You think the human heart can be bartered and sold. We'll save all your bills, I won't be one of your shills. And you can keep on talking, 'cause I'm already gone. I hear you talk so big, always staring at dead. You build yourself tall by making others small. The sound of your voice is music to your own ears. Yeah, you can keep on talking, 'cause I'm already gone. Why can't you play fair? Oh, why can't you be nice? Do you sell your soul? Or any asking price? You say I'll stop the debt, deal you in by your fortune and fame. Yeah, you're good at this game, but when I'm burned by the flame, I'll know who to blame. So you can keep on talking, I'm gonna keep on walking. Yeah, you can keep on talking, 'cause I'm already gone.
Parker Foley, Matthew Cully, and I'm Katie Oates. Thank you so much for having us.